Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Goff on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Orange. 4 down.
Here's Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Harbaugh. Key to tight end. Merlin. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Tight end.
Get him, baby.
Easy. Four down. Easy.
From the gun on third down. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Hey, boys, got four down. Shift.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On the pressure from the Rams defense.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Hey, Shell. Maverick.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now it's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mavericks, Mavericks!
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Goff now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe... When you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
To the right, boys. Tight to the right. Move.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Deep. 12.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Let him know.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead now 5, 11-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
That's caught by the rookie, Rashad Penny, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tempo. Go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. A first down carry, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Decker. They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll go down at the 28. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The final shot before break here. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They keep it with Penny on first down. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Come on, let's go. Tight,
guys, double tight. Hey, boys, we got four down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dominic Easley in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Open man right side is Cup complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Gurley again here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The former first-rounder Barkevious Mingo. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch right. Watch right. Watch right.
Wilson going to throw again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number. Number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Wilson now operating from the gun, being chased out left. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Molden coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out to kick is Janikowski. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, we got 4.
To throw is Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A carry now for McKissick. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. J.D. McKissick with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out to kick is Janikowski. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Goff. And now he'll tuck it and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And it'll make this a second and long.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Shell. Three down.
Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Merlin.
Here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here's McKissick. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.